Hi everyone, welcome to my channel again. Today, as I'm sure you've seen my last video in which I show you how to create these cards 100% from ScanNCut, and I'll show you how to duplicate, how to resize the images, how to find the image within your machine. I'm not going to go through that today because the idea today is to show you the bookmarks, because after I finished the video I had an idea. I said, well, you know, cards, people receive them, they love it, then they put it away, right? They put it in a drawer. Some people even throw it away. I don't think they should, but they do sometimes. We've all done that. But anyway, and I thought, well, I would love to receive a card, and then something else that I could keep and remember my friend. That's when I had the idea of creating bookmarks. A bookmark that will go with a card like this, but then your person can put away the card but use the bookmark, and they will always smile and remember you. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to show you again. You're going to do 100% of this bookmark from your machine, because they have a few options for bookmarks there. I'm going to show you how to resize the bookmark to whichever size you want so that it fits within your card. Here's the other example. Remember, I showed you how to retrieve this beautiful tree from ScanNCut. So now we have a beautiful bookmark that goes with it, and then your friend can use it and think of you. So that's what I'm going to teach you today. I'm going to teach you how to find these images in your ScanNCut, how to retrieve it, how to resize it, and how to create these bookmarks from scratch and 100% from your machine. You don't have to use anything else. So let's get to it and have some fun. If you haven't watched my videos when I show how to make these cards, I'll have a link right here below for you, and also maybe up here in the video description, okay? But make sure to check that one out, and let's just get to it. So we are back here on ScanNCut, and again I'm going to show you how to create something from scratch. Everything will be here in your machine. So I'm just going to ignore that update is available. I don't want it, not now. So we're going to, let's find, we actually have a few options here for bookmarks. So if you click here, you're going to see all these different shapes of bookmarks. I'm going to choose the first one because that's the one I like. And since I'm going to put this inside cards, which are 4¼ by 5½, what I want is to go as high as I want, as long as it doesn't go over, well, 2 is a good width for bookmarks. I know, because I make them a lot. More than 2 would be a little bit too much, so I think this will be great. Height 4.40 and 2, but of course you can make it whichever size you want. So what we're going to do now is to click on OK, and that's going to place that on our mat, but I want to make more than one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate it. We're going to click on Edit, Object Edit, and we click here where there is a plus, and I'm going to have, I think, 4. 4 is fine, and I know where my paper is, so I'm going to place it where I know that the distance is good enough. There you go. Yeah, here's good. I actually know, I'm looking here on my mat and I know where the perfect position is. That's what I'm going to do. There you go. 4. I think this will be perfect. Let me move a little bit this to the left. So we're going to do this. I'm going to actually do this twice because of the size of my paper, because I want to have 2 layers of paper. But anyway, I'm just going to show you how to do the first one. That's perfect. Select, cut. And then I'm going to get this going. Let me just show you what's happening now. See, the size of my paper is not very big. So I knew that more than 4 would be too much. So here it is, it's doing its thing. And I'm going to come back when it's done, okay? So ScanNCut finished what it had to do. We're just going to see what it looks like. Here it is. You can get all those really easily off the mat. And I'm just going to show you how to make a couple with the leftovers that we had, as you remember from the last video that I made. So see, it looks really nice, and that's something they can keep. As you remember, these were the leftovers we had. So we had a couple of trees, but we also had cards that we made with the birds like this. We have 3 different sizes, and also this. So let's use it and see how that can be done, okay? So I'm going to make one with the bird just as an example. Let me get some glue here. Forgot to bring the glue, so here's the glue. Getting the microphone going here. So with the tree, you can actually make maybe 2 or 3, because what I would do is I would just glue a little bit like this and then use the rest. So let's do that. Just so you learn how to use this differently, because sometimes we see an image and we think, well, we're just going to use the whole thing. But no, that the idea here is to really stretch what you have. So let's use just a little bit of glue here. It's really helpful if you have this, something like this that is more like precision glue. You put glue in, and you can buy this online in many of the craft places that you know. I think this will be okay. Let me just add a little more here. I think this will be fine for one. And you get your bookmark, and I would glue maybe this much, not more than that. Get the excess off with your hands. That's my very advanced technique. I just use my hand to get whatever is left over, and then you turn it around, and what you're going to do is to just cut the excess off. Just follow whatever's left over here. See, it's beautiful. Look at this. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And what I do is I glue another one on the back because it makes it sturdier and thicker. So let's do that. Let's use the glue here. I always add another layer of paper. It's just not thick enough. No matter how thick the paper is, for bookmark you always need more than just one. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? And it goes perfectly. Let me show you the card that I made earlier, and I'll have a link to the previous video. So the person would be getting this with the bookmark inside, which is great because then they can keep it, right? And remember, you every time they're reading. The last touch for this that I'm going to do is to add a little bit of yarn at the end. I think this is long enough. So here's how I do this. I usually cut a thread double like this and make sure that they're kind of even here. And then you put it through the hole and pull it through like this. See? And then you just trim off the excess. Look at that. You have a beautiful bookmark to go with this card. Look at that. Perfect combination, huh? So let's make this just one more for you, and you put it here when you send the card to your friend, because then they can put this away, or I don't know, some people throw away cards. They shouldn't, but they do sometimes. And here's another card that I made, and the last video I'll show you how to do it. So we're going to do the same thing. So we have this extra bird. We're going to glue it here, and then we'll be done. Let me come closer. So just add a little bit of glue. Make sure you have all the area covered. Get one of the bookmarks here. Again, I wouldn't use the whole image, just so it matches the book. Look how gorgeous that is. You don't really have to do much. Get the excess off. Make sure it's glued. Trim off the excess here. There you go, perfect. And again, you're going to get another layer of paper. It's very easy. It's one of the things that I make, really. Sometimes I just sit down and make like tons of bookmarks, because who doesn't need bookmarks, right? And it's a great gift that you can personalize whichever way you want. Use different types of paper, or do what like we're doing right now. Just matching a card set that you made for your friend. Sometimes I give a lot of card sets away as gifts, and people love it. Again, I'm going to cut a little bit of yarn here that I have left over. Just double it up like this, and then you're going to fold it. Okay, let me just make sure that the ends meet so you don't waste the yarn. There you go. Again, put it through, pull it up, and then you're going to trim the excess. You're going to cut it here and make sure that it's kind of even. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing really does. It's handmade, right? But just trim it a little bit. So let me show you the result. So you have a card with a bookmark inside, and here is the other one. Oh, this one. So here's the other one. This with this bookmark. So how perfect is that, right? So let me put this together. Very quick video, but it's something that you can really apply to your card making, and make sure that your friends will have something to remember you by. Not just a card, but also a bookmark that they can keep and use it over and over again. And every time they look at it, they'll smile and remember you. Thank you for being with me again. I hope you use this idea in the future. Well, have a good day.